If you bow hunt using Magnus Bullheads, you need this product. Take a look. So I'm a pretty die-hard turkey hunter, and a few years ago I wanted a bit of a challenge, so I decided to try my luck at archery hunting for turkeys, specifically going for headshots. So I did some research online, found that the Magnus Bullhead was one of the better options available for turkey hunting headshots. So I bought myself a set, and about a week later they showed up at my doorstep, and they came with a really nice quality arrow, some feather fletchings, and I did a couple practice shots and I was very impressed with them. Out to 20 yards or less than that, they had a really nice tight group on them, capable of killing a turkey definitely. And what kind of drove me to buy the bullheads in the first place is that they offered a lifetime warranty for any of the blades. So if I would shoot this into the ground, any part of it would break, they would replace it for free, no questions asked. So after doing my practice shots, I realized I needed a way to safely carry these big broadheads into the woods when I go hunting. So I saw that Magnus offered a Quiver adapter. Seeing that Magnus had a really good quality broadhead, I figured that the adapters would be just as good of a quality, so I ordered myself another set of those, and a week later they show up at my doorstep. And I wasn't very pleased to first look at them. They were extremely thin. They had kind of a clanky noise to them when you hit them with the arrow. Regardless though, hunting season came around and I put these in my quiver, dropped arrows in, safely got out to the woods, and the arrow I was using, I took it out of the quiver adapter to get set up on a turkey. I don't think I shot that turkey that day, but I took the quiver adapter out and it loosely fits into your quiver so it doesn't stay in there, you have to take it out. And I put it on the ground, and at some point in time, my leg kind of leaned on the adapter and it ended up breaking. Quite significantly actually. You can see there, big nice crack down it, both sides, garbage. And so I had two quiver adapters left, and at some point in time, another one broke. I don't recall exactly how or when this one happened, but I was kind of baffled about how Magnus made such a good quality broadhead, but yet they skimped out on these quiver adapters that are necessary for a safe hunting trip. So I looked online. Nobody else made a quiver adapter except for Magnus. So at the time I just started learning 3D printing, and I knew how to use CAD because I do it for my day job. And so I went into CAD and I wanted to make myself a better quiver adapter, seeing that it wasn't offered by anybody else. So using kind of the basic design concept of Magnus's product, I designed my own quiver adapter. I made it able to be 3D printed, and I made the walls of it nice and solid and thick so that I don't run into these same issues that I did with Magnus's product. And I'm very happy with the end result. I call this the Blade Boss LI. The LI stands for loose insert, as you loosely insert it into your quiver. And I put these online. I think I started on eBay. Within a few days, I had multiple sales of these. And I knew that it would be a good quality product to sell because I figured that other people must have this same issue if I experienced it within just a few days of owning that product. So that's kind of why I decided to build these. And I offer them now in multiple different configurations. You have orange, black, you have them in 125 grain, which most hunters who use compound bows like to shoot these big 125 grain broadheads. I also have them in the 100 grain version, in which a lot of people who use compound bows like to shoot those ones. And I also offer them in right-handed and left-handed configurations. As you can see, these are kind of a mirror image of each other. And if you don't know which left hand or right hand to use, Magnus, the way that they ship their bullhead, it is currently configured in a right hand configuration because they have a right helix arrow on their fletchings. If you purchase their arrow from them, it's a right helix right there on the feather fletchings. And if you shoot left-handed or you want to do a little bit of product research, you could flip your broadheads so that it shoots left-handed. All you'd have to do is loosen that little screw right there, take out your blade, flip it around so it's facing the other direction, do that for all three, then you'd have a left-hand shooting arrow. So I wanted to do a quick product comparison between Magnus's product and the Easy CNC Blade Boss Li. So we're going to start out by grabbing our calipers, and I'll see if I can get this on camera. We're going to measure the thickness of Magnus's product, and we have 0.029 inches thick, which is less than a 16th, because a 16th is 0.0625, and so that's about a 32nd of an inch thick. Looking at my quiver adapters, the walls are tapered, but I'm going to try to measure the base of the wall to get a minimum wall thickness. So we're looking at about 0.188, which is about 3/16, and then it goes all the way up to about 0.325, so about 3/8 of an inch. So that's the thickness of it. Looking at durability of it, here's one that's kind of halfway together. As you can see, I can really flex it just by squeezing it with my hand. If I wanted to, I could probably take and crush this entire thing with just the strength of my hand. This one obviously has a crack in it, but it's still, on the uncracked parts, it's still pretty weak. Looking at mine, I'm gonna apply some pretty considerable force to it. See if I can break it. Twisting it in different directions, and I cannot break this.
Why don't you see if you can give that a nice tear? Don't hurt yourself now.
Can't do it. Can't.
Nice and rigid. It would take a lot to really break this. You'd probably have to step on it on some really solid ground, or even more than that to even put a crack in it. So because of my confidence in the quality of the quiver adapters that I have to offer, I offer a lifetime warranty on these. If you would ever break this, step on it, run over it with your car, dang it, for any reason it would break, just send me a picture of it and I'll send you a brand new one completely free of charge. So really quick, I just wanted to show you how they fit into a quiver. And the reason I offer them in a 3-pack is because of the large diameter of the broadhead. You're only going to be able to fit 3 into a standard size quiver. In which this one holds 5 arrows, so we'll fit 3 broadheads into it. So all you have to do is just drop it into the hole on the bottom of your quiver. Fish your arrow into it. And then when you lock the arrow into the clips, that's what keeps it from pulling in and out and from rattling around. This one's nice and secure there. We'll do the same for the second one. And then the third arrow, you're gonna have to kind of overlap it and find a way to fit it in between the other ones. So So if this is the arrow that we want to shoot first, we'll probably want to put it in last, as it's overlapping the other two arrows, and this one will be the easiest to get out. So that's kind of what it looks like. So one last feature I wanted to show for my quiver adapters, I recently started offering these, are the off-season clips. It's not really meant for hunting purposes, more for off-season storage. There's not a really good way currently to store your blades safely in the off-season. You could put them in the quiver adapter, but there's nothing from keeping them to fall out. So how these work is you just put your blade in there, take your clips, clip one onto each wing, then your blade does not fall out. The worst part of this is that you're gonna have to find a way to keep yourself from losing these. So you could put them in a plastic bag when you're not using them, put them in a drawer somewhere safe. Then when you need to take your blade out, they just slide right off really easily. They go flying. And that's it. So I'm very proud of how these quiver adapters turned out. Good quality product, made in America. I'm not sure about Magnus's products, but if I had to make a guess about these really thin injection molded plastic parts, I would guess they're made in China. I can't confirm that though, but I make these in shop one at a time. Really good quality design, nice thick walls, lifetime warranty, American made. So if you made it this far in the video, thanks for sticking around. If you'd like to purchase a quiver adapter, whether a black, orange, left hand, right hand, or 100 grain or 125 grain, check in the description below. I've included some links on where you can buy them. Also, if you're thinking about turkey hunting with bullheads this year, let me know in the comments. Or if you've had any issues in the past with breaking quiver adapters, also let me know if you'd had the same issue that I have. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a great day.